AIDS in Africa. AIDS in Africa is an epidemic as compared to the world. In Africa, we don't have any law against AIDS, but in developed countries, there are laws against AIDS. In Africa, you find a person infecting other people with AIDS and no punishment against them. But in developed countries, you infect other people with AIDS, you have to be introduced to the courts of law. Why? Because they have laws against AIDS. You see, that's why people say Africa has the biggest percentage of AIDS as compared to the world. Why? Because African countries are poor. African people are poor. Due to poverty, you find people involving themselves in sexual businesses. They sleep with men, they sleep with women to get money to cater for their needs, to get money to cater for their children. You see? But in developed countries, it's not so common. Why? People get jobs, and those who have no jobs are catered for by the government. You see? That's why you find that transmission of AIDS in Africa is higher, or it is at a higher rate as compared to the developed countries. People in Africa get AIDS from the people we bring close to our homes, the so-called home assistants. These are the maids, these are the shamba boys. You see, they bring a shamba boy home, a shamba boy sleeps with the mother, a shamba boy sleeps with girls in home, with your daughters, with their daughters. You see, a maid in your house or a maid in their houses sleep with the bosses. Then after they sleep with the boys in the houses, you see, in the homes. And AIDS finds it a smooth way to be transmitted. You see, our family close members, these are the uncles, these are the aunties. You know, these people we bring close, all these members of our family, they help to transmit AIDS rapidly. They rape our daughters. I tell you, the uncles we bring home, they rape our daughters. You see, and due to maximum fear, the daughters fear to report to the parents. You see, you find a young girl gets AIDS through rape by a close member or a member of the family. You see, and rape, external rape, is maximum in Africa. Men rape women, men rape girls, men rape minors. You see, and this is mostly in men because it is not so common to find women raping men. Why? Because in most cases, men are more stronger than women. For example, me, I cannot be forced into sex by a woman. No. But I can easily force a woman into sex. Why? Because women are weaker than men, naturally. You see? So, men in Africa, they tend to use that way. You see? And AIDS is transmitted rapidly through rape. You see? But in developed countries, you cannot tamper at raping. You cannot tamper to rape. You see? You cannot tamper with forced sex. You force a woman into sex. You force a man into sex. In developed countries, you get introduced to the courts of law. But in Africa, they say, no, a woman is there for sex, A girl is there for sex, no? That's why AIDS in Africa is at a higher rate. It has the highest percentage as compared to the world. You see, Africa, we are extremely poor to the level that no medicine in African hospitals. So the moment somebody gets AIDS, no way she or he will be treated to live for a longer time. That's why sometimes you find other people, they hate. They hate any person they come across. How do they hate? I did not get AIDS from a tree. This is a saying. I did not get AIDS from a tree. I got it from a woman. I got it from a man. So I also have to do the same. Out of ignorance, they spread AIDS to the hundreds and thousands of people. You see, one person in Africa spreads to thousands of people. Why? I did not get this AIDS from a tree. I did not get this AIDS from an animal. So I got AIDS from a man. I got AIDS from a woman. So I have to do it also. Why? I will not die alone. This is a saying, and it is common in Africa. You see, due to lack of jobs, you find a young girl sleeps with a man who lost his wife knowingly. Why? Because the girl is poor. She likes to drive a good car. She likes to live in a good life. You see, she goes and sleeps with a man knowingly that man lost his wife and the wife died of AIDS. You see, the boy gets to sleep with a widow knowingly that the husband died of AIDS. Oh, these people have AIDS, but due to poverty, and I want money to pay for my tuition at the university, I want to get money to buy a car, I want to get money to buy good clothes, they end up sleeping with these people whom they know that they have AIDS. And in Africa, we don't have some social welfare like counseling services. You find a person gets AIDS, gets no chance to counseling. You see, he doesn't know what to do. They don't know that if you get AIDS and you keep away from sex, you will be living longer. People don't know that, please, you have to be tested. You have to go for a blood test. Why? Because if I get to know my status, if I'm sick, if I'm normal, you know what, I will be living longer. I will know how to cater for myself. They don't get tested for HIV. Why? They don't know where to go for blood test. Other people feel they don't want to know their status because they think if they know that, please, so is positive, has AIDS, he or she will die quickly. And this is not true. People have lived for a long time with AIDS because they know their status. If you get to know your status, one, you'll be free from things that have been stretching you too much. You will start immediately taking care of yourself. and this will help you to live longer. But if you don't, you'll just be continuing humanizing prostitution. And sex is a tough game, man. The more you sleep with the more men, the more you sleep with more women, the weaker you become. The weaker you become. And the parents in Africa don't have enough time to talk to their children. You see, they don't get time to talk to their children about the future, about AIDS. Why? Because they are poor. Because they are poor. You find children don't respect their parents because they are poor. Imagine you telling your daughter, you're telling your son, please, I don't want you to move up with this. And tomorrow the boy comes to you, Mama, Father, I don't have a cup. I want to buy a shoe. I want to buy a shirt. You see? You say I don't have money. Then this child, this daughter of yours, the boy of yours, the son, will use that opportunity of the other man, of the other woman who is stretching his brains, his minds for sex because she has money to give to the minor. You see? What to do to overcome this, my fellow Africans? One, just take this slogan: all people around you are sick. It's only you who's free from AIDS. I repeat this. Take this slogan: all people around you are sick. It's only you who is free from AIDS. You see? Before you get married, go for a blood test. You see? And it is so common in Africa that doctors give bad or wrong results to the clients. For example, I go for a blood test because I have money. You see, I tell the doctor, whatsoever comes out, you have to give me results that I'm normal, that I'm okay, have this money. Because the doctors are poor, they take the money. You see, they issue out results that please, so and so is negative, is free from AIDS, yet he is AIDS positive, HIV positive. So if you compare everything that I've told you, if you compare all the ways that help AIDS to be transmitted in Africa, is brought up by poverty. Is brought up by poverty. Okay? So please, parents, educate your children home. Please, parents, be so keen with the people you bring close to your home. You bring close to your children. You bring close to your daughters. Parents, be keen with some family members, like the uncles, the aunties. Okay? Please, my fellow Africans, we have to get tested before we get married. Please, my fellow Africans, let's stop sexual businesses. We shall live more longer. We shall overcome AIDS. And please, African leaders, I request you to introduce laws against AIDS. People who infect other people knowingly with AIDS, let them be punished. I request. Anyway, I love you all people. This is Eddie Messiah. Why have I come out with this? Because I love my people. I love my fellow people. I love my fellow friends. I've seen people who have died of AIDS. I've seen minors dying of AIDS unknowingly. That's why I've given up this time to come up and say, let's stop, let's fight against AIDS in Africa. I love you all. God bless you. Eddie Messiah says so.